Hi, everybody.
Hello, minasan.
This is Takeshi of Quick USA.
And this is Kasia from Ikigai Connections.
We are Shushoku Cafe, and we will talk about US-Japan related jobs. And the reason why we started talk about this is when me and Kasia is talking and supporting for the candidate to look for some opportunity in US. We realize all of the information in the internet is not quite enough to understand well. So we started to talk about how can we do it better? How can we introduce better to all of the candidates?
And as we see a lot of these job descriptions that you can look at, it's a lot of sometimes mumbo jumbo, and you have no idea what some of these roles mean. You don't know much about the companies just from the descriptions. So we're here to try to answer some of these questions and shed some light on, hey, there's this industry that does this. And hey, just because this industry sounds scary or boring or I don't know what's going on, some of these are actually amazing opportunities that you may be missing out on. So hopefully these videos will help you understand that.
Yes. So each video we're gonna pick some topic. Maybe we're gonna talk about what is a logistic or what is a Japanese food distribution company, or sometimes we're gonna talk about what is a sales position. So it's very basic, simple question which comes to us all the time, but which we believe it's better to explain it. And for today, for the first session, first of all, we want to introduce who we are first. So I just want to understand who we are, and why are we doing this. So can you start, Kasha-san?
Sure. So I have been involved in the Japanese language and business world for probably about 30 years now. And it is something that is my passion. So I decided to start a company called Ikigai Connections in 2018. And my main service is a job board. So a job board showing you all kinds of opportunities in the US that have Japanese language or Japanese cultural skills as a requirement or a nice to have. And I see all these opportunities on my job board coming in every day. And I'm like, this is actually a really neat opportunity. And I wish more people knew about it. So I personally had growing up in Michigan, I knew the automotive industry was huge, and I said, I will never work in the automotive industry because I don't care about cars. But I actually, upon returning home to Michigan after my travels in Europe and Japan, I actually got a job in the automotive industry at a manufacturer, and it was my most favorite job I've ever had. I learned so much, and I didn't need to know anything about cars per se. I just got into the business of helping people globally. So connecting with the sister companies or the smaller companies around the world and just being that bridge or kakehashi, which I like to say. So I am very happy to be here, and I would like to answer any questions you may have. And along with Takeshi-san, who will give his introduction, he's got the recruiter aspect. So baton touchy back to you, Takeshi-san. Tell us about yourself.
All right. So again, my name is Takeshi. I work for Quick USA, which is Japanese recruiting company. We located at 8 locations in USA, and we support all the candidates in US to mainly for Japan related jobs. And of course, as I work for recruiting company, my main job was supporting for the candidate to find some their ideal job. But for my personal aspect, I was born and raised in Ishikawa, very small rural inaka, and there was no foreigners. And then when I was at junior high, the first foreigner which I met was like a jet English teacher. I was surprising, wow, what is this? Touching it. Who are you? And then those teachers opened up my mind, and it opened to the world. And that's the key turning point for my life. Thanks for meeting for a teacher. Thanks for meeting for the foreigners to teach me the world is bigger. There's so many things. And then now I went to Spain. I went to Spain for high school, university, and now living in US. I can be more like a global person, and I'm very happy for that. So now I feel like this is my time to give it back to the opportunity which I had at that moment. Somebody who gives me open up my mind. So not only for recruiting person, but for my personal reason, I am very passionate. I want to support now in US who's gonna be wanting to connect to Japan, who want to open the world. Then I want to support whatever I can do. So that's the reason I start talking with Cassius is not only to introduce the position, but we want to let the candidate to support them for more long term things and then open up their mind what is really happening, what is it, it's going to be good for you. So that's who I am, and I have a education license in Japan, so I'm passionate for education, and then I love sports. I do triathlon, so I'm a little bit crazy sometimes, but that's who I am.
Perfect. And minasan, if you're watching this, and if you are interested in understanding better about US, Japan careers in the US, that's kind of where our focus will be is on the US. But this information will apply to probably any other country. And honestly, this video series is for you. So if you have questions, if you have ideas for future video topics, please be sure to get in touch with us. We'll put all the information at the bottom of the YouTube channel or maybe in a subtitle here somewhere. We're just getting started. We look forward to your great feedback and we hope that we can help you on your journey, whether regardless of what level you're at, if you are in school, if you are entry level, mid-career, senior level, if you have this dream to work with the US and Japan, that would be, for some people, it's an absolute dream to be able to connect those two things together. So if that's what you're interested in, let us know and stay along for the ride. We look forward to working with you.
All right. So hope you understand who we are first, and then we're gonna talk about some specific topic from the next session. So see you later.
See you. Bye.